Welcome to Castles to Cauldrons, where every journey starts with a little bit of magic.
Welcome to episode 45 of Castles to Cauldrons. I'm your host, Jason Davis. I'm here with Mike and Terry. We know we said Rachel would be back, but believe it or not, she got word that John Stamos was playing with the Beach Boys. So she went down to Epcot to listen to John Stamos and listen and perform with the Beach Boys. So she's probably singing Forever right now with the Beach Boys. So
Yeah,
Rachel,
she's just a busy lady, such a busy lady.
yeah, all that work she was doing with Earmark and the Destiny, she just had a time to relax with John Stamos.
Do the Beach Boys cover Jesse and Ripper songs?
Well, he did sing. I sent y'all the video of him singing Forever. So
I mean, that's
it only
pretty good.
makes sense that he's doing it while he's in Walt Disney World, since he sang it to Becky. Yeah, while they were in Disney. We have one piece of news we're going to cover today. It's Universal, surprisingly, because you know how much I love Universal, and everybody
It
else.
is your favorite.
It is. I do find it fun because Universal opened Epic Universe this year, and then they're building a whole nother theme park in Texas as we're speaking, and then they've announced one for the UK. And over here, like, hey, we got new lands, and like, cool. I know Frisco isn't going to do much for attendance for Disney World, but you never know. The people local could be like, let's go to Frisco instead of go all the way to Orlando.
Especially if they have kids in the range that this is going to be like focused for.
So the new Universal Hotel that's going to be opened up at the entrance of the I don't even remember the name of the hotel. I think it's just called Universal Kids Resort Hotel.
I think that's kind of what, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
They've released all the pictures for like some concept art for it, and I think it looks really good. So just the gist of it, there's going to be a standard and deluxe and signature queen rooms that feature a queen bed and twin over full bunk bed. And then family suites that include a private king bedroom, a queen pull-out sofa, and then a twin over twin bunk bed and a dining area. Those are some pretty nice.
That's pretty
Running room.
nice.
And then
Anytime you get bunk
They're
beds.
they're definitely catering to families big time because
yeah.
it is a kids resort.
And when you go and look at the pictures, the suite actually looks real colorful, real bright.
I was noticing that because I feel like one of the things that some of the other resorts, both Disney and Universal, had done in the past few years is get away from the bright colors and smooth edges. You know, everything's kind of now not as playful, not as whimsical. It's grays, it's earth tones. You know, even in like Pop Century, where they, you know, it's so big and bright outside, and they really toned it down in the room. This seems to be really leaning into, like Micah said, kid friendly. We want families here. It's Central Texas. It's hot. Come play.
Yes.
And I just think it's the openness of these rooms. Like the standard one's still kind of like it's standard, but there's still looks like there's a lot of place for families to sit and relax during their downtime of the heat. Then they also talked about the cafe called Curiosity Cafe. It's just full service bars gonna be there. There's gonna be an outdoor pool, a fitness center, and a game room. So you say you do 2 days at this resort. You know, I don't know. We got a whole rundown of rides and whatnot. We'll go into that on a later episode. But if you stay there for 2 days and you do everything you want to do in the park, I think this is perfect. Like there's a lot to do there for your arrival day. There's enough to do for the day of the park, and then there's stuff to do when you're leaving. So I'm excited for it with a child that's 5. So
I feel like mine and Terry's kids are just aging out.
Yeah.
Probably of what this would be.
If we were there, sad. Like if we lived there or if we had family there that we visited, then I would say, cool, yeah, let's go there. Let's check it out, see how it is. But being from North Carolina, we would have to schedule a flight and, you know, take time off work and make a big event of it. I don't know if, and by the way, our kids are 8 and 11.
Yeah, Kova's 8. Yeah.
So that they would probably enjoy it still, but they would be on the tail end of it. So
I think
we wouldn't make a special trip, but if we were there, I think it would be worth it.
The way these lands are laid out and the way they're looking for these rides, like the Jurassic Park area looks like it's a little bit more themed for the older of the kids that are coming. So
it has a roller coaster.
Yeah, and it's not like a roller coaster, but it's still not the Mummy. You know, it's kind of like in between those two. Maybe more on a Slinky Dog Dash feel to it, but I think it's fine because it gives your older kids something to do. Like, hey, we're gonna go run around with the younger kids. You could just go ride the roller coaster or whatever. So they're focused on the younger generation, the younger kids versus the closer to teenagers, but they're still remembering there could be teenagers coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is about 30, 40 minutes from like Six Flags or wherever in Central Texas. So obviously Six Flags is where you want to go for your thrill rides, if this were your situation. And then this is where you go for more of a vacation. I feel like Six Flags is more of like a day trip, kind of like Carowinds, things like that.
Yeah.
Here is more of a vacation. You have your resort, you have, you know, your water features, you have all the amenities you have in Florida or in California, but now it's in Texas. So if you wanted to go 40 minutes down the street and get a thrill ride, you could sneak that into your vacation as well.
Well, and I love that the resort itself is like literally like you're basically staying in the park. It's like Helios at Epic, but this kid resort version of that.
So I'm wondering what the price point for this hotel is. Is it going to be like
Mm-hmm.
the Bay price point because of its family and the family,
Mm-hmm.
or are they going to try to go more for a Sapphire Helios type thing since it's a little bit? Because I don't think it's going to be like $700 a night like Hard Rock can be. I think it's going
Right.
to be a middle of the line
$300-400.
because they need
Yeah.
people to come out to Texas versus we're planning a trip to Orlando, so why don't we just go ahead and go to Universal?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm with you on that.
Right.
Well, that's the news that we have for Universal and for Disney. Really, well, I'll mention this. Did y'all see the Moana trailer that came out?
I haven't.
Yes.
I've seen stills from it. I haven't watched the entire trailer.
I watched the trailer and I'm not loving some of the CGI that's in it. Like, it's not great.
Oh,
That's what I saw the stills of.
I will say I am not a fan of most of the remakes that they've done in the past. I really don't like the idea that they're making a remake of Moana that's not even 10 years old.
Right.
And
I agree. Moana is one of my absolute favorite Disney movies. Like, I love Moana, but again, I don't think it's needed. I think a lot of the remakes aren't needed, but really for a movie that is still what I think it came out the year Kova was born, 2017.
That sounds about so.
Yeah, 17.
17, 18, somewhere in there, because Kova was little watching it with the colors. I remember. I don't think it's needed to do the remake. Is the girl that plays Moana? She looks like Moana.
She's not the same girl. I know that.
No.
Like
No,
at
she-
everything when they casting, they asked the girl, they're like, "Are you gonna play Moana?" She's like, "No."
And this girl's singing the song, so she'll have her version of Moana's song. Like the trailer, it looks visually pretty, but then like at one point, Maui jumps off of something and you can just tell it's all CGI of the person. And I'm like, come on, Disney, you've got more money than that.
That's what I saw.
You
I
can
mean,
make it look real good.
If you saw Pirates of the Caribbean in 2003, like the OG, and then what's the one that came after that where the guy had squid face?
With Davy Jones.
Okay, and that had to be in what, 2006, 7 maybe? Okay, if you look at the CGI then, and like she said, you look at it now in 2025, and it looks worse, and you're Disney/Marvel that does everything in CGI, like how do we go backwards? How do we go backwards? There's zero excuse. Either don't do it or do it right.
Yeah.
So my theory for the whole movie is that The Rock made the big push for this movie, Dwayne Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
His movies have not been doing so well in the theaters recently, and I think he went to Disney and said, "Look, I want to do this. I'll produce it. Just I need your blessing." And that's how it, because he's starring as Maui.
Maui, yeah.
I think he's the only person returning to this movie.
I think the guy that does the voice of Hey Hey is still doing the voice of Hey Hey.
John Friedrich or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, why not? But to me, watching the trailer, it was like Moana was so bright and festive in the animated, and this one looks dull.
It's
It
like
does look more
Wicked.
dull.
Yeah, it's missing some life to it. So I'm like,
I don't know why that's a trend either in movies now. It's to tone down and desaturate the color. And, oh yeah, like if it's got nefarious tones to it, yeah. But like I said, Wicked was like that. It's kind of toned down in color. And to jump back on what Jason said earlier, can we stop with the live action remakes? I feel like enough people have spoken out that they know people hate them, and they're just they're like little kids, like la 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 la. We're not listening because we don't have ideas. So this is the only crap we have. So
Yeah.
you say that, and then what was the one that came out this year? Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. That flopped.
It was
And
Yeah.
so bad.
okay, and they were supposedly looking into Tangled, and then Lilo and Stitch came out, and it made over $1 billion. And guess what? Tangled is back on the table.
But Lilo and Stitch was not bad. That
That was
movie's also a lot older.
yes.
And it was Stitch who was an animatronic thing,
Well,
like
he was
CGI
CGI.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're what like The Little Mermaid was like
Well,
as a little
people
girl, you just
CGI on them.
yeah, like she's not all CGI. She's part CGI, part person. And it's like either make her all CGI or figure out a way to make her all person because I mean, but going back to Beauty and the Beast, I didn't like that one. Some of the Cinderella adaptations, I mean, honestly, there have been so many. I don't know which one's
I
Disney's
think the
live action and
Cinderella
which one's
one
not.
that they did, which was like 2011, I think, something like that. That one was good. That was like
No,
one of their
it
first ones.
Cinderella. I was gonna say Beauty and the Beast came out in 2017 because it was when I was pregnant with Kova. I
But
remember seeing it in the movie theater.
we went down to the beach and saw Cinderella opening weekend, and we enjoyed it. Like, it adds to it.
But I think it's because everyone in there, I mean, minus like the rats and things, but your main characters are real people. But like the Beast is not real. Like you have to use CGI on a person to make the Beast, and then a person has to interact with the CGI thing. And I think that's where it starts to flop.
well, I think they did
But if
make
you
that
get real
wrong.
people, I think it works.
I'll point to Avatar. Avatar's made billions of dollars with 2 movies. I think it's like something like $4 billion, and they've got a third one coming out, and they use motion capture to get it. So, I mean, and yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
but they use
remade.
good motion capture though.
I
And
think
nothing's
Disney
worse
does in
than the
some
Lion
cases,
King
but
remakes.
well,
Lion King
King
doesn't count. It's because it's all CGI. There's nothing live
Well,
action about any of that.
there is one frame that's not CGI in the entire movie, and it's the opening
Right.
frame of the sunrise, and it's like
Right.
But
that's
you
what
took a
you're about.
classic
Yeah, you're
and you
going.
were
The only one that I really like enjoyed and I've watched multiple times is Aladdin because I feel like they did do a good job with like how colorful and fun Aladdin was, and they didn't really take away from the cartoon. And again, you had like a fake monkey and like you have the tiger, but all the people are people, and there's not really a lot of like CGI in it
well, the
other
monkey and
than like
tiger
Iago. Huh?
talk. They're not speaking characters, so it's okay if they're CGI because you're not interacting. Like you're not like, "Hey, tiger, how you doing?" And he's like, "Hey," I think that's
Yeah.
where it gets wonky. Is where people and computers have to interact, and it never looks like it's real. Like it
Right.
always looks like there's a veil between it.
I think the wonkiness gets to the point of where it's a 90-minute movie and you're trying to make a 2-hour movie,
That's also
and
true.
you don't know how you're going to add that 30 minutes to 40 minutes of movie into it because that classic's perfect.
Actually extend the story. Yeah.
That's where, like, go back to Cinderella. I think they did a good job because Cinderella's story that they fluffed it with, it made it make sense in places. It's
Yes.
like,
You
okay,
can have dialogue with the prince that you didn't have in the original. You
Well,
can have dialogue with the step.
Well, because the
Fairy Godmother.
original story is like the Grimm brothers, and it's like a very dark story about how the stepsisters are cutting their toes off to put it in the shoe. Like there's a lot more to like when they did Into Woods, there's a lot more like, to the story of Cinderella than what's in the movie. They made it a kid-friendly version when they did it with Disney.
Well, like what you said, I wish they'd almost do something like that where they take other stories and adapt them instead of making live action of like frame for frame almost of because like in the early 2000s, like 10 Things I Hate About You was like an adaptation of Taming of the Shrew. Like I wish they would do things like that where they took an unoriginal idea, but they actually had enough creativity to spin it and make it a good movie on its own, still using that original idea instead of recycling that idea and just being like, let's throw some, like Jason said, empty dialogue in here that's to expand the runtime, but it's not going to make the movie any better.
Like in Little Mermaid when they gave Eric his song.
Yeah. Oh God, please take, as a Wicked fan, this doesn't line up, but I want the least amount of music, like singing music in a movie as possible.
But yeah, welcome to that's the movie corner of Castle.
Yeah.
We won't go there too much, but a little shout out because we are recording this super early compared to what we usually do. It's November 18th, so happy 97th birthday to Mickey and Minnie. Since
Happy birthday.
The movie stuff, and they brought such an era into animation when Steamboat Willie came out as audio and animation together. So 3 more years and they're 100. So Disney's gonna probably do something huge for them.
Hopefully.
Well, that's all we got for just random news and conversation. As this week is Thanksgiving, we're going to have a little Thanksgiving theme for the main segment. I'll let Terry tell you about it since I think she came up with the idea.
She did.
Thank you for that, but it wasn't that hard. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the alphabet very easily, starting with A to Z of things we're thankful for in the Universal Disney travel realm. And we're just gonna go around. We're just gonna, I guess, randomize who's gonna go first, and we'll go 2, 3. We'll paper, rock, scissors or something. We did this so people wouldn't know, like, okay, I'm gonna be A, and I'm gonna be D, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? So we all made a list besides Jason.
Yeah, I'm not prepared for this at all.
The list A to Z.
Well, some of them I was like, I can do that on the fly. Don't give me Q on the fly.
Right.
X.
Ooh,
I
got a good one for Q.
So, well, I hope you get Q. We might have to phone a friend. I have something. I can't guarantee it's good. Let me look. It's okay.
I think I came up with one for Q right then. So I think.
All right. So how do we want to do? Who goes first?
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. All right, and then ladies first, then Micah, then Jason.
As long as I
How
get
about
M,
that?
I'm fine.
All right, let me guess. Muppets.
I was thought he's gonna be like H for HHN. So I'll go first with A. Oh my God, I don't have an A, y'all. It's at the top of my screen and I didn't fill it out. So Micah, you're gonna be A, I'm gonna be B, and then Jason will be C.
Okay. A for me, no one's gonna be surprised, is Animal Kingdom. Because again, it's my favorite park. I just find it to be really relaxing and just fun to go to and just beautiful to be in. So I'm very thankful for Animal Kingdom.
It's a very good one. For B, I'm going to choose Butterbeer, both frozen and ice cream.
Without hair.
Without any alcohol in it. Because you can't
without
do that.
alcohol and a hair from our Butterbeer crave.
But yes, Butterbeer is B. I'm thankful for Butterbeer.
That's a good one. So C, I'll do characters. I'll do a broad characters. I'm not saying that y'all can't use it later, but I think characters because they make your vacation.
They make your experience.
Yeah, your memories are really there when you see your kids hugging their favorite character the first time. So just a broad one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm D.
You're D.
Dole Whip, because to me a Disney trip is not complete without getting some Dole Whip. I mean, I guess I could have said Disney just in general, but for me, like a very specific thing, Dole Whip at Disney is perfect.
Yes. I don't know if I've ever been to Disney and didn't get a Dole Whip.
I think the last trip we were on, when we were at Disney that day, we didn't do it.
You're
kind
right.
of sad about it.
I was trying to make my kids feel better the other day because they were like, you went on vacation. And I was like, no, I went for work. And they were like, you went to Disney World. I was like, yeah, but mommy didn't get to do everything she wanted. I was like, it was a work trip we had. And I was like, we didn't do Dole Whip, so I didn't get to ride all the rides. You know, I'm like, even though we had a ton of fun, I was like, naming things that we didn't do because they were like, you had fun. I was like, I never have fun without you guys. Don't worry. It's not a vacation. For E, I have RIP, the Electric Light Parade.
There we go.
I'm thankful for the time we had with it. And I wish I haven't seen the new one.
However, that one would be because it's the Main Street Electrical Parade.
All right, Disnerd. We're going to space because besides elephants and Animal Kingdom, I don't have an E in my head right now. So.
The Electrical Water Pageant.
Yeah.
But my E was Epcot.
Oh, I didn't even think of, like, when you said Disney, I never thought of Disney. I never thought of Epcot. Like, I was trying to get, you know.
Thanks.
All right, Jason.
I'm F. So I'm used to Fs because that's what I got in high school, a lot of. So I'm going to go cheesy again and say friends and family because a lot of these vacations are based around you doing it with your friends and families with the memories. So why would you be going to Walt Disney World or Universal without your friends or family?
That's a good answer because F was very easy for me because I had fireworks. I had Festival of Fantasy Parade. I mean, for F to be an uncommon letter, I had a ton of them.
I had festivals at Epcot is what I had for F. Yeah. Now, I have G. G was hard for me because I was trying to think of something, and the only thing that popped into my head was the Grand Fiesta Tour at Epcot. Like, that's the only G.
After drinking a margarita, getting on the Grand Fiesta Tour,
there's usually no wait.
No.
It's a nice, relaxing, air-conditioned ride. So it's a good
AC.
And it's in the AC. Yeah, I I love
Good one.
the Grand Fiesta Tour, so that's my G.
For H, I have Hagrid's, the motorcycle ride. Because I was afraid to go on it, and I went on it. It was so much fun, and I didn't even know about the drop until Micah told me, like, right before we dropped.
Yep.
Way after time that I could turn around and leave, but it wasn't that bad. So I'm glad I went on it, and I'm thankful because now I have another ride to enjoy.
Now I got to do I, and I can't think of something.
Oh, I got a good one for I. You want me to help you out?
I do too. You can phone a friend.
Ice cream bars.
No, that's not a good one. But okay.
He did say last time he loved Mickey ice cream bars, even though you can buy them in grocery stores.
You're in notice how well, this is my first. Now I haven't even been specific to a place yet. So ice cream, because it's so hot in Orlando. When you go in the summer, you want to have ice cream. So
I don't even know if I don't know if I spelled that right. What I just sent to you guys.
What did you have? I didn't even.
Imagineers.
Oh, that's a really good one. I had Isle of Burke because that's the only I could think of.
I did think about Ichabod because
Ichabod.
Yeah,
that little thing they just put in Liberty Square of Ichabod. So it's like you're still doing little things for characters. So I was like, nah. All right.
I have L, and I actually put
J.
I'm getting these.
I completely missed J. I have J on my list. I have HIL. There's no J. Hold on.
J. Somebody got an F in spelling and English.
We know about Disney, not the alphabet.
Hold on. Now I got to think of a J.
I know one.
I know one's good for you. You want me to give you mine that I think you'll appreciate?
Yes.
Joffrey's.
Ooh, yeah. All right. So
Jumbo House.
That too. All right. J. Joffrey's Coffee at Disney. That's a good one.
Because you love all the different kinds of coffee.
I do love all the different kinds of coffee. Man, I had a good one for L too.
Well, I'm K, and I struggle with K, so I have kingdoms, magic, and animal.
See, I have a good one for K. I was like, I need K or M because.
So what's your K then?
My K would be Kermit.
Kermit.
Yeah. We had them up because if we didn't have Kermit, we wouldn't have the Muppets. So
if I had K, it would have been Kilimanjaro Safari.
See, I struggle with K, and you both had great ones.
Yeah, see. So I have L, and I'll do Lightning Lanes, even though
that's what I had.
The bane of my existence because I really hate how it goes, but I'm thankful to pay for them and skip lines.
All right, maybe I can actually get my alphabet correct this time. So I have M, and it's not Muppets.
It should have been.
It's actually Minnie Mouse because that's where my love of all things Disney started. When I was 1, my parents got me a stuffed Minnie Mouse, and I, at 36 years old, still have that stuffed Minnie Mouse. So that kind of sparked my love for all things Disney and Minnie Mouse. So I'm very thankful for Minnie Mouse.
That's a good one. I like that. For N, I have nighttime fireworks.
There we go.
Yeah, there you got your fireworks in. Nighttime.
Literally, the fireworks are one of my favorite, 3, maybe top 2 things about Disney World. Love a fireworks show. But only at Disney World. Everywhere else, I'm just so unimpressed with fireworks. I don't know if I'm Disney spoiled or what, but everywhere else I can take them or leave them. When we're at Disney World, I have to see them.
When you go to your 4th of July in your hometown, they're just shooting fireworks at random, playing patriotic music. And it's like, okay, this is cool, but nothing syncs up right. But when you're watching the fireworks at Disney, they've made everything perfect. So that firework is going off at just the time to be on cue with the music.
Yes.
So that was N. So I'm O. Orange Bird.
That's a good one.
So Bethany loves Orange Bird. That's the character she collects, and that it was created for Disney from the Florida Orange people. So that's what she loves is Orange Bird.
My O was Oktoberfest at the Beer Gatine.
Why wasn't Beer Gatine your B?
Because I didn't think about it. Because I was struggling with O, and Oktoberfest popped in my head, and I was like, Beer Gatine, Oktoberfest. Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
I have P, and I have Pirates of the Caribbean because, again, I feel like it's not a trip to Magic Kingdom without riding Pirates of the Caribbean.
Too classic.
I know. I love it so much.
The smell, the songs. I have the wonderful letter Q, and my Q is quick service order ahead in the app. So we don't have to wait for our
That's
food. We can
called
order it
mobile
while we're
order.
walking there.
It is called mobile ordering, but it also can just be quick service
For quick
dining.
service.
Yeah, my queue was quality time, like with family and
Oh, that's a
friends.
good one.
So you're taking mine. I see.
Oh, we could
Quasimodo,
Quasimodo.
because he has one of the best parts in the nighttime shows. They always sing that whatever his song is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's one of those emotional parts of Happily Ever After.
Yeah, as soon as like the Hercules song starts, like Go the Distance, that's the really emotional part of like Happily Ever After.
Mm-hmm.
I have R.
Yep.
So RIP tours for HHN.
There you go. You
There
squeeze
we
it in.
go.
That's
Yep.
our future next year thing, hopefully.
I hope so.
It's great. And my second one was restrooms, because you never know when you're going to need one when you go to the beer canteen.
That's right.
Right. My R, I thought of you, Jason, because I put Ronto Wrap as my R.
That's a good one.
That is a really
Yeah.
good one. Because this fat guy will run. That's another R. He will run for a Ronto Wrap.
Run for the Ronto.
I have S, and I put Starlight Parade because the new Starlight Parade at Magic Kingdom. Thankfully, we have another nighttime parade, and it looks beautiful, and I can't wait to actually see it in person.
Yeah, because we didn't
Me
get to see it because it was a party night the night we were there.
We had no Starlight
Yeah.
Parade and no fireworks.
Correct.
Because there was
We had
stupid party.
illuminations, but we were
But
trying.
we didn't watch it.
What did you have? S. I'm T. Okay, my little one told me Tron, but
Okay.
I've never ridden Tron, so I said Toy Story Mania because that's the
Okay.
only other ride I could think of started with a T that I've ridden. So, two of his favorites. I hope to ride Tron one day,
You will.
For-
If you did Hagrid's and stuff, you'll be good.
for as short as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna lightning lane that one, but yeah, gonna do Tron.
So I have
You.
you. We'll say
That one should. You should have Universal. Just you could use.
Oh, we'll say umbrellas. I love Universal.
Jason, you the Dis nerd. It's utilidors.
No, I don't, because you can't go into the utilidors.
Yeah, but that's how the characters get from A to B so fast, and that's where the magic happens. Is down the utilidors.
If I'm thankful for something, I want to be something that I can experience.
Gotcha.
I've never experienced the utilidors.
I don't want to because I don't want to see the behind the scenes of the magic.
But when you
So
do
should we.
when you do the tours, they don't let you go into the parts where that
It
is all
shouldn't.
happening.
It'll ruin it.
They just take you down to a little area that's like, okay, here's where they look like, and you don't see like the characters getting ready or anything.
Like I said, they should keep all that secret, even for grown people. I think it really would ruin the
There's an age
illusion.
limit on that though, so you have to be a teenager to do it, so it doesn't ruin the magic. But yeah. So umbrellas is always raining in Florida. My second is Universal, and it's like a very, very close second because Universal's always there and it's always raining. So
Yes. I have V, and I technically had 2 for V, but my first one was like variety because between Disney and Universal, we have a big variety of things, like for everyone, age ranges from little kids to older adults. My other one was just value resorts because by having those, it
that's a good
opens
one.
up the opportunity for multiple people to go, like just people of different price points to be able to go. So I really like the idea of just like the value resort between Disney and Universal.
That's a good one because even the value resorts are great resorts. So it's not like a lower tier
No.
other than the price.
No.
The W, I have the Wizarding World because I love it.
that's
Even though I've never
really-
read Harry Potter or watched any Harry Potter movies because I don't have the attention span anymore. It's been ruined. I do just love the magic and like the entire just being around everything, and it's wonderful. I love it.
All
I
right.
also forgot W on my list. I was making this too fast.
Well, that's why I didn't make one. I have X, right? That's what I'm on. This one's outside the box because it's more for pre-planning. But the X account of Universal, so the X
Okay.
Twitter, because Universal, those people who are running their X accounts for both Universal and HHN, they are perfect when it comes to making fun of Disney and anything.
I say they're clever.
Yeah, so when
Yeah.
Disney announces like a ride closure, Universal's like, guess what? We have this that's still open, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So like, I remember the biggest one I remember is Disney announced something about the trains. They're like, here's the history of the trains of Walt Disney World, and Universal says, well, guess what? We're opening Hogwarts Express this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so they know how to really go back and forth. So the X account of Universal.
I
That's a
love
good one.
clever social media accounts for big corporations.
I have Y, and I put on Y young because when I go to Disney, it makes me feel young and youthful. Like I don't feel like I'm in my mid to late 30s. So I feel like just young and youthful when I go to Disney. And I'm thankful for that until it's the end of a 4-park day and I feel like I've died, but it's fine.
Yeah. And you wake up the next day and everything's sore. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
You have to drive
Yep.
home after that.
Thankfully, I just had to sit in the airport for many hours while they replaced a
Yeah.
windshield in my
Yeah, but
airplane.
She sat in a comfy airport.
On the floor in the corner.
Fantastic. Z, finally, the last letter. I put the zebras on the safari because I
It's a
don't
good
know if
one.
I would have ever seen a zebra in real life up close had I not, besides the zoo, but I don't feel like a zoo
Okay, have
is.
you never been to the zoo?
But it's not up close. Like there's still the barrier between you, which it should be at a zoo. But I feel like that's one of the greatest things about the safari is that, I mean, we talked about last time how you could like jokingly reach out and touch a giraffe or something. I mean, they are quote unquote within arm's reach. Like you feel like
Yeah.
you're in their home. They're not kept caged in your home
Yours
like a
was on
zoo
the
does.
yours was on the same level as mine. Mine was Zebra Dome, the dessert at Animal
Oh.
Kingdom Lodge
I put the new Zootopia show.
that no
Oh,
one likes.
no one likes it?
That's how I'm seeing not good things.
Well, I need to see it in person at my favorite park to be the judge of that.
Well, I think you're biased.
I was going to say that's going to lead me to we can't do
I-
one, but complaints about, and then not about Disney or about Universal, but people that I hate when I see 40-year-old people on social accounts or bloggers that are like, I didn't like this show that was aimed directly at children. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
Right.
well, maybe it's not for you. And why are
Right.
you complaining? It's Zootopia. Like, do you think that they were going to provide a quality of entertainment? Like, if you can sit there and find it entertaining, even though it's not made for you, then that's a good show. I don't
do-
expect to go in and be like blown away. Like, oh my God, like I have to see this every time. But I hate the complainers when they're grown people.
I do think there's a level of like, okay, you can complain as a Disney adult because yes, they are making shows and rides for kids. They're also having to say like, the parents are going to be in this too. So it has to be fairly entertaining for parents. But yes, if you don't like it, just don't go watch it again.
But like,
Right.
I can understand if like there was a Pandora show because Avatar is a more adult
Right.
teenager geared movie. Zootopia is literally geared towards children. Like if I was an adult without kids, I don't know if I would have ever seen Zootopia because it wouldn't have come across my radar or I'd been like, no, I don't want to sit down for an hour and a half and watch a cartoon. But so it blows me away. It's like when they start taking away rides and everything and they're like, I
Changing
hate
stuff.
Disney World now. I'm never going back. And then they go back next week.
I go into most rides and attractions with a mindset like I do when I see a Fast and Furious type movie. Like this isn't an Oscar-winning movie. It's not meant to be an Oscar-winning movie.
Yes.
It's supposed to be eat the popcorn and
I'm gonna have fun while I'm here.
So I try to do the same thing when I go into a show or something. And if I
I'm
don't
glad-
like it, I don't like it. I'm verbal about it, but I'm like,
Yeah.
"What is
Right.
this for kid?"
But I'm glad you said that because I feel like that too. Like some things are just meant for sheer shallow enjoyment. They're not there to
Yeah.
look for deeper meaning. They're not there to move you in an emotional way. It's just a brainless, let's have fun time. You don't have to think about the outside world. You're just a little
I feel
bubble.
like Zootopia came out the year before Kova was born, and I saw it before Kova was born because I still saw all the Disney movies. But even to the point, like my best friend, who is a couple years younger than I am, but in her 30s, who does not have kids, she was like, "Hey, when you guys go see Zootopia 2, like I want to go with you. Like, can I go with you guys to see it?" I'm like, "Absolutely." Like, would she go without us as an adult? She would, and I would too. Like, if it was just me and her going, I would go without Kova
Yeah.
to see it because I love those movies. Movie I won't be seeing in movie theaters, Moana live action. I won't
No.
spend money to see that one. But
As much as I complain about it, most likely I will see it. But we are seeing Zootopia 2 next on Wednesday night. So
Well, and like you said, if you walked out of Zootopia 2 and it wasn't good, you wouldn't get on your little hot keyboard and be like, I can't believe Disney put out this piece of crap that
I didn't like Moana 2. It was
Yeah.
okay, but I didn't love it. Like I love Moana, didn't love Moana 2.
this is such a thankful episode. I did do that for Wish.
Thankful.
What we're thankful for are that we're not the people that are bloggers or
Yeah.
Disney people that complain about everything.
No.
We realize it's not made just for
We
us.
don't like stuff.
Right. Like I didn't go online and be like Moana 2 sucked. Don't go see it. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
that person.
I did do that for Wish because Wish was a 100-year anniversary and that was made for families. Like that is supposed to be something that's dedicated to the
I
Disney people.
hated the 2 different animation styles. It was
Yeah.
so distracting.
So I had something to say there because that was like what we talked about with Enchantment last week. Was Enchantment was supposed to be the 50th anniversary of theme park. They didn't celebrate the theme park. They really didn't celebrate the 100-year animations of Disney. Yes, there were nods to Disney throughout it, but the storytelling was not Disney at the end of the day.
Right.
So that was my complaint. That's what I said. I was like, the movie probably would have been a good movie for the 100th, 101 anniversary or something like that. Or your staple movie, it just wasn't good.
But I still feel like even like you when you did that, because you do your little reviews and stuff like on your Facebook, like you were still fair about it though. Like you're not like overly negative.
Trying to be. I'll probably not review Zootopia 2 though. Just I've heard good things about it, but I just don't know. Let's get off movies again. Since we have a few more minutes. What if you went to Thanksgiving at Disney or Universal, what would your plans look like when it came to a meal? Like, would you try to stay somewhere where you could cook your own meal, or what restaurant would you like to do?
I wouldn't cook.
No.
If you want to do traditional, like Liberty Tavern, I feel like that's probably your most traditional option in the parks, or America's in Epcot.
Yeah.
At the Muppet Restaurant in Epcot?
At Regal Eagle. I mean, if it was me, I don't want to cook, so I would not be cooking at all. I would probably want to do like a breakfast and maybe not as much of like the traditional Thanksgiving, and maybe go to like Topolino's for like a nice breakfast and like fill up then, and then just kind of snack around the
I was
park.
going to say the same thing. It's just do a traditional breakfast and have your family time there, and then just, I don't want a turkey leg.
Right.
I don't like those.
You don't want to walk around with a big old turkey leg and all that grease coming down.
Grease dripping down your arm. I mean, if they had like a mashed potato, like ice cream cone or something, I'd probably get that. I'm not gonna lie. Or like mac and cheese like that. I would eat that.
Well, like at Isla Burke, where you have the mac and cheese and the bread.
Did you see
That's a good
Isla
Universal.
Burke
That's a good.
Isla Burke has a holiday mac and cheese.
They do.
And it's like it has dressing,
turkey and cranberry. Yeah.
with the macaroni and cheese all in it. So there you go, Terry. You go to Epic Universe.
See, that's it. That's more like Micah said. I wouldn't want turkey and dressing and mashed potatoes and biscuits and rolls and all that stuff, because you're walking around a park and that's miserable. I can only imagine. But you're also like not at home sitting around a table. So why don't you adapt your meal to your environment?
Like you literally chose to not have the traditional Thanksgiving idea. So why kind of stick to it? Just have fun and do what you want to do.
I'm not hauling that food down or Instacarting that food to somewhere to cook it while I'm paying for a vacation.
What's yours, Jason?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would probably cook a full turkey, like a 30-pound turkey, and bring it into Magic Kingdom and sit on the train station. Even though I cannot stand turkey, by the way. I eat ham.
I said, that sounds excessive.
And then
30-pound turkey.
Yeah. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to bring a turkey in, because you can bring food into Magic Kingdom. Just remember, it can't be glass.
Put it in a backpack and not a cooler, so all the grease is like dripping out of the fabric of the backpack while you're walking.
And then probably bring some mashed potatoes. Once again, I don't eat mashed potatoes, but this is for all my friends and family that I just meet in the park.
You're going to sit on a park bench and just start carving it and handing it out.
Have a turkey meal for anybody that wants some. We can have pumpkin pie.
I do like some good pumpkin pie.
As long as it's good pumpkin pie.
Right there. And I'll bring my iPad so we can watch the Macy's Day Parade too, because I think that's a staple. Like I would make sure all this happens. That
Am I the only one that watches the Westminster Dog Show on Thanksgiving?
Yes. My kids do. But
we're not a big
traditional. We only have dinner at my grandma's house, and it's not formal. It's like every other dinner we have at my grandma's house, except for it's just Thanksgiving food.
Right.
And it's after dark, quote unquote, because all my uncles hunt. So dinner time
is
dark.
Growing up, that's how it was at our house. Our dinner was always like at 7 o'clock because of hunting.
Yeah. And there's no fine china. There's no any of that.
It's always been paper plates for me.
Yeah.
So we're red Solo cups.
Thanksgiving doesn't mean a ton to our family. I'm glad I get to, but it's no more extended family comes in than we normally see. Because most of the cousins decide to come in at Christmas, as they're so close together. They come from out of town at Christmas time instead of doing back to back 3 weeks apart.
And see, we're doing a Thanksgiving lunch, I think, this year, and we're going to get in the car right after and go down to Disney.
That's fun.
Time with
pack your turkey sandwiches.
Oh yeah, that I don't eat, but that's what we're going to do. We're just going to drive down and spend the weekend. I think we're doing Jollywood night Saturday night.
Oh, that'd be
doing
fun.
Universal and their holiday stuff Friday night with Bethany's friend from
That'll be fun.
Well, I think it's crazy. Like, as much as I would love to be at Disney on Christmas, Christmas is such a tradition here with my family and everything. I could not imagine being at Disney World Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, anything like that, because I would not want to
Mhm.
miss my family. And
Yeah.
that includes like my grandma and everything. So it's not like we could just pick them up and take them out of Disney.
Right.
I bet there are people out there like I could not imagine being there for Thanksgiving. Like it's what our family.
Right.
So, I think it's a great thing that different people have different traditions, and like maybe that is someone's family tradition is like, hey, every year for Thanksgiving we go to Disney World. We don't eat turkey. We don't have the crappy, yucky feeling at 4:00 p.m. where we've just stuffed ourselves silly and watched football and parades.
Mhm.
We've
I think that's a good, cool tradition.
we've talked about the Christmas Day stuff. Like in the next few years, go down and it's just Travis. Like it's me, Beth, and Travis, and then we'll invite her family too. But do Christmas Day at Disney, and then wake up in the morning, do Christmas, try to get a tree house or a 2-bedroom or something like that where we can
I have to
still
say,
do
get a house,
Christmas that way.
a bungalow, something like
Yeah,
that.
Mhm.
but
We
it's only
talked about
$5,000 a night during Christmas week, something like that.
Yeah. We
It's
talked
all
about when COVID gets older to do like a cruise or something over Christmas too, and do something
yeah.
just like really non-traditional and just get away. Cause like at our house, I have a rule that we, like as our little family of three, we don't leave our house on Christmas unless we're gonna go, like sometimes we'll go see a movie on Christmas night, but we don't leave our house because I hated that as a kid. Like
Yeah.
opening our stuff and doing it. And then no, 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 kids, you gotta pack it all up. We gotta go to this person's house, that person's house. So with COVID, we made our rule like we don't leave the house. We do my mother-in-law, like her house Christmas Eve, and then for the week and New Year's, we go to my family's house.
We go to my mom's house for lunch to meet my sister and my nephews and my brother-in-law there. But my kids look forward to that because they get more toys there. So they take their favorite toys from Santa and they load them
Mm.
up in the car because they're all boys. So whatever they get, they all go and play with. And then
We
like
got we got to
Santa
get
happy.
Yeah, we got to get the cookies and milk ready for Santa. We got to make sure everything's good to go for the next day. Like sometimes for us, I'll make like a breakfast casserole to eat. So I'm
Yeah.
prepping that the night before, trying to do those things so that when we get up the next morning, we're just opening
nothing
presents and
new.
going. Yeah. Pop
Well,
that in the oven. We're done.
And they're like on the Santa high. So they've been so excited all day. They like crash
Yeah.
earlier than normal a lot of times, and which is good. But like you said, then you have to scramble and do all the things that you have to do to get ready for Christmas morning. And by the time you go to sleep, it's like there's the alarm waking you back up because, well, mine, they come downstairs, the living room before our master bedroom. So we have to get up before them to make sure we get pictures of them coming down the steps
Yeah.
and everything.
That was
Or
the
else,
fun thing about Arizona was that we didn't do traditional Christmas. We had already done it the weekend before. He woke up, did Christmas that Saturday. We still got some gifts when we went to Arizona to put under a Christmas tree, but it wasn't Christmas. Like we all just kind of relaxed and hung out with each other, had fun. And that's still gonna be the same thing this year when we go to North Carolina. It's gonna be us just kind of we'll actually take more presents for Travis this year because we're driving versus flying.
yeah.
Well, we hope everybody has a very good Thanksgiving. See what y'all don't see behind I just completely blindsided them because we were off subject, and I'm just like, let's finish this thing off. So I just blindsided them. So it's great, but I've said it in multiple podcasts. I'm always thankful for you three. I know Rachel's not here. I think it's great that we've gotten to know each other and have so much fun doing this over year. And we can now poke fun at each other a little bit more that we've hung out with each other for extended periods of time.
Yeah.
But really, thank you for Denise for allowing us and the Magical Travel team
Yes.
for letting us do this on
Absolutely.
behalf of the podcast or on the travel agency because end of the day, we love talking about Disney and Universal and all things family travel, but we learn when we have our other agents on here and they talk about
Yeah.
European river cruises or their time on one of the new cruise ships. So it's
Mhm.
great that we get to learn more about products that we don't know about, but it's also good because we get to talk to people we don't know too well within the agency.
Mhm.
I mean,
So
the agency has so many products that they can offer you that it would be impossible for one person or three people almost to know everything and have experienced everything and every ship and every Adventure by Disney and Nat Geo and all this stuff. So we do appreciate the agency for allowing us to have guests on here that are experts in
Yeah.
those kind of things.
And we thank you for all the agents that do come on and share their experience too, because you're taking time out of your day,
Yeah.
and behind the scenes, this isn't it's an hour that you listen to us, but we spend about 2-3 hours just talking, pre and post show. So it's a lot of time that our guests give up to be on this, whether they like the pre or post or not. But
And we enjoy their company.
We
Like
do,
you said,
we
do.
whether they enjoy ours, I don't know. We
Every-
enjoy
Yeah.
theirs.
everybody but Siobhan, it's. But one day we'll get some more of these, some other great agents on, like Jerry. We're working on her to come on.
She'll be on here.
But that's going to do it for this week's episode. Once again, we hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for listening and downloading all of our episodes and giving us feedback. If there's anything that y'all want to hear from us, just please send us an email, leave us a note or anything like that, and we'll be glad to. Yeah, we'll try to fit in that topic however you want us to. We're on all the socials, Castles of Cauldrons. We have YouTube, so it's a YouTube video podcast with Castles of Cauldrons. And if you want to get a hold of any of us for your vacation or any of our other great agents over at Magical Travel, you can just go to magicaltravel.com for no obligation quote. And until the next time, we will see you on the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.